Well, great morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and grab some cards and just see what they're going to say today. Oh, my goodness. What is it going to talk about today? First thing is about temperance. Temperance. So let's see what it's going to say about a reading about temperance. Temperance with things going forward. Moving forward. Energy coming into it is the harsh truth coming down. Okay. The painful truth. When it comes to the young adults, I think this is, again, about Epstein stuff. Can't get out of it. No matter how many times I read, it keeps coming up. So this is about the things where they're going forward, trying to, again, withhold information. The painful truth. They don't want to put it out because it implicates too many very high people. So what's going on today? Mentally wanting to retreat into Dreamville. Okay. So mentally retreating because this is a harsh lesson, a pearl of great price. Something that comes out of pain. So they are trying to go into the dream state, avoidance, when it comes to, again, continuing to put out the other half of the Epstein files. The challenge is, what they're offering. What's being offered up? When it comes to, again, the women. Now, we saw Bondi wouldn't even look at the survivors, wouldn't even look in their direction, doesn't want to put out the rest of the Epstein files because what's been put out so far was so horrid. What's left is going to be even worse, more condemning. Potential outcome. It's about the choices made in life. And we see how it revolves around what? Young kids. Young kids. Short-term success. Outside influence with this. Still pondering what is up in the air. What do they have? And it's going to be emotionally devastating what they've got there that they haven't released. About control. About control. Underneath of it all is the divergent path. The divergent path. By these pedophiles and their justifications, okay? their lies, their deceit about monetary stuff. This is the page, the messages, what they're trying to feed you about what's going on. Okay? It just reminds you one of those creepy old guys, you know. So let's see what we have with this. We'll go ahead and do a clarifying read with this, I think. Give these a ruffle shuffle again and just see what else it has to say. Now we know there's going to be huge kickback with this about Bondi saying, oh no, she goes on the attack, doesn't want to look at the survivors, says, I've already put everything out, that's it, you're not getting any more. Well, we know that Massey and Rokana, etc., you're not going to stand for that. No, you need to put out all of the files, not half of them, and say, well, that's it. That's all you're getting. We're done. We've given you everything we need to give you. And then give a whole list of names of the people they found in there without any context to try to muddy the waters as to what's coming out. So at the center of all this is about that hardline mindset, okay? Hardline mindset of what they want to transform, how they want to transform it, okay? And this is the darker element. You know, we've got a lot of skewing of stuff. We've got the dark bird up here trying to bring that message, transforming it, okay, through this calculated mindset of refusing to put out the information. So one side of it, we have the message about an action. The other side of it, we have the hangman. Again, what they're trying to hold back, what they're trying to, because they don't want people to see it. Above it, they're out in the cold. This is pretty miserable, okay? They're not happy because they're going to be challenged on it when it comes to what the Epstein files, okay? When it comes to the Epstein files. What's being shared. Pondering, not liking what's coming. And this is just, again, her refusal to put things more out about Epstein files. And facing a loss. Again, trying to control this, ruled by the emotions of lack, loss, out in the cold, overturning things, trying to temper it. When it comes to the Epstein files, she is not happy, miserable, but facing a loss. When it comes to continuing to hold back evidence. She thinks she can hold it in hand, but she is facing a loss. And she is not happy, this mental state, because, you know, the emotionality of this with Trump and things and saying you can't let it out. And in misery when it comes to the Epstein files because these things have to come out. Underneath of it all, we have the ruling of this is the wealthy, okay? The wealth of evidence against the wealthy. Okay? And as you can see, they're always in that peacock mode, thinking that they are above it. Okay? And then we have this being pushed to the edge, this fight. All this stuff is coming. Okay? And she can't hold it off forever, being pushed to the edge. Because what? They don't like the harvest. Okay? The things they've done, the seeds they planted are now coming into view. Judgment. Judgment is coming down. And there will be more coming out about deaths. Okay? She may try to end any new information coming out, but it's going to come out because what is hidden is more about deaths, etc. And new information, new concrete things coming out about this. Now, sometimes it's my card for Megatonians. It also could be the card for just the whole Epstein family type situation. When I say family, I don't mean, comfy family. I'm talking about the pedophile family, the whole network of these. And where things are moving to. It's in motion, the actions, when it comes to them trying to continue to control what's coming out. They're figuring out the next action. We are wanting a victory because this is a nightmare scenario. That again, the movers and the shakers are involved in, those who would be king, okay? And what is being withheld. We're strengthening, or there will be a strengthening of this dark drama, okay? This mental instability of these people when it comes to this cup. Their cup of abominations, okay? And I don't even want to see what's there. And their false religiosity, the Antichrist religiosity, and the pregnancies, okay, that took place. The pain that they've put these girls through, mental, physical pain, because of their choices of what? Pedophilia. Look at that. It's just disgusting. Look at this guy's face. Disgusting. So we are making actions when it comes to that abuse of these young people, okay? Controlling, abuse and abuse of power. And the actions in hand, those complicit in this, and we are looking for justice. We want the balancing of the scales. The wheel is turning. More is coming out about what they're trying to get away with. Okay? What's being carried, what's being left behind, the manipulations that they continue to try to do with what's been built, their whole Borg type drama that they've built. All the worker bees engaged in this darker element, okay? The actions are moving forward now rapidly, and when it comes to the White House, what they are hiding, what they continue to try to hide, okay? with this battle weary, continuing to go forward. Again, trying to control the actions, but things are being worked on. Work is in progress. When it comes to the long term of this coming out, with this mentally, again, these restrictions they try to put on mentally when it comes to juggling this information, when it comes to this elite, if you want to call it that, this wealthy network, okay, of this satanic pedophile organization that they've had. We are in the midst of the fight for information, and this is continuing to move forward with what's being handed out. We're wanting the rest of the evidence, okay? No matter how painful it is, no matter how much they want to retreat from what's being handed out and what they're trying to keep up in the air and what they're trying to walk away from, the investigations continue, okay? We're not letting it go. Okay? So continuing to push for the rest of the files to come out. And we've seen how disgusting they are, the ones that are already out there. The ones that they're hiding are even worse. Okay, even worse. We've seen Patel, 100% lie. We've seen Bondi, 100% lie. So what's going to happen to their careers when this is over? Bondi, Patel, the rest of them. The lid is going to come off. Okay, with this strength, things are going to be strengthened. The lid is off. And it's going to continue in motion going forward. We're going to continue to fight for that, to strengthen, to take the lid off. When it comes to these ones, again, it's going to move forward. It is in motion. The chariot is moving on these ones like Patel and Bondi and their attempts to temper. The foundation will be the new information coming out. Okay? Pointed information. The truth. Moving forward towards the truth of their deception, the things they've done by the dark of night, their mental instability in trying to temper and controlling an action will come, strengthened control of action with new information, because we want to move things to a better place. Okay? They may try to get away, but they've got no boat. They can't get in. Okay? Because the evidence will be in hand. Okay? Things will be juggled. So Bondi and Patel and them, things are in motion. The truth about how they tried to temper this stuff, how they tried to do, they're going to try to want to get away, but they can't get away because we will have all the evidence in hand. Okay? And there will be a moving forward actions taken when it comes to Bondi and Patel and the rest of them. And again, they're still looking at who authorized the move of Ghislaine to Club Fed. Who authorized that? Because that is totally against the regulations. Who is the one who authorized that move? It's all going to come out. Step by step, we continue to move forward. So on that note, I'll leave that here and we'll see you online.